Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, who's that? Sorry for keeping you.
Hello, Gerry. This is Mabel. Mabel Douglas here.
Yes, Mabel Douglas.
Yes. Gerry, I want you to do me a big favour if you can.
I will if I possibly can.
I'm making some tapes at the minute, getting them taped. I have 4 done. This is the 5th one for America.
Yes.
Now,
America?
Yes.
Right, okay, I thought you said a miracle.
America?
No, I thought you said miracle.
No.
That's okay. No, I'm stopping you here. Go ahead.
No, it's for my sister-in-law, husband and family. And she loves you.
Oh, God bless her.
We do send her tips quite often, you know. But this one, I want to find out, would you do a Daniel O'Donnell song for her? Would you put one on if you can?
Well,
she really loves him.
I don't do that lightly. Well, I think I should be able to manage that before the end of the programme. After all, many people are listening to this programme today who normally don't listen to the programme because it's a bank holiday and they're probably saying, what is all that crap he's playing? Could he not play something good like Daniel O'Donnell?
Yeah, that's probably right. I'd be saying the same thing.
No, there are many people like you. Hugo people. You're all out there. I know that. I usually ignore you all, but, you know, every once in a while you have to acknowledge your existence.
Oh, you do? Definitely.
No, I appreciate that, and I'll defend to him at the death. You're right to say that.
Well, Gerry, this is the 5th cassette today that's in for to be done. I phoned last week, actually, and was speaking to the girl, but I didn't get any word the rest of the week, so that's why I rang this morning again.
Well, we can't have you sending away a tape to America without Daniel O'Donnell.
Oh, no. And as well as that, she loves you as well, Gerry.
Oh.
So she'll be glad to hear that.
That's nice. Whereabouts in America is
She's
she?
In Harrison.
Harrison, where's that? New Jersey?
New York.
New York, yeah. That's near New Jersey,
country,
isn't it?
It's like a country area of New York, you know.
Is that not near New Jersey?
Well, I wouldn't know myself, Gerry, to be honest with you, but it's near New Jersey or not, but it's Harrison.
I remember I've been in there once. I was in there.
Were you?
Yes,
Harrison?
Yes, I was. Sorry.
Right.
People are saying I'm lying.
Well, I wouldn't know whether it was near New Jersey or not, to be honest with you.
Okay,
but
what about a track from Daniel's Daniel in Blue Jeans?
Yes,
yes. It's going to be retitled Daniel in Blue Jeans with a tightly ironed crease.
Yeah, yes, because funny enough, he's doing a concert over there.
Daniel is making an assault on America.
At the present time, he's doing a concert.
I'll tell you something now that many people do not know. The very first time that Daniel O'Donnell ever played in San Francisco, I introduced him on stage.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And he said to me, go out there, Gerry, introduce me. I said, I certainly will, Daniel. And he said, come back and tell me if there's anything on the stage that I might fall over when I run out.
Right.
I was his guinea pig.
Oh.
Do you remember that? Remember he said that to me?
Hello, Gerry Show.
Sorry, he's not talking. Because he was there too.
Oh, well, Gerry, as was saying to Sean, there's an awful lot wrong with him this morning, hasn't there?
There's an awful lot wrong with him that medical science can do nothing about.
No. Oh, well, now.
I figure he may last another year.
Oh, well, let's hope so anyway.
I'm going to have him buried at sea.
Many, many years.
Now, what we're going to do is I think he'll be able to make it this year. I think by this time next year he may be dead.
No, I
can't tell you a lie. So we're going to have a boat trip and going to slide him off the side.
Are you going to do that?
Yeah, we're going to consign him to the deep.
Oh.
We're going to bury you at sea next year. Because according to that woman, all the things is wrong with you. Another couple of clean shirts will do you.
Yeah.
And you wear clean shirts for 2 or 3 months. So I figure this time next year we'll be able to consign you to the sea. I'm a pastor now.
Oh, I know.
We'll put you in a canvas bag and away you go.
I know, Gerry. You got all that from America as well, didn't you?
Exactly. Do you remember we were in America? Do you remember that? Do you remember Daniel O'Donnell's... remember he appeared in San Francisco?
Yes.
Remember I introduced him?
Yes.
On the stage, and he said, run you out there, Gerry, and make sure and tell me if there's anything in the stage that I might trip over when I run on. Remember he said that?
Did he? I tell you what I remember.
I remember the hotel.
I remember Daniel standing backstage with no trousers on him.
Oh, you'd remember that, all right.
Do you remember?
I don't remember that.
So the gear was ironing his trousers.
Because he doesn't sit down once once Daniel puts on his trousers, he doesn't sit down.
Yeah, and he was standing there with no trousers waiting for the gear to iron his trousers.
And we didn't know where to look.
Exactly.
We didn't know where to look. And do you remember the hotel?
Oh, well, don't tell that story. Don't tell
I'm going to tell it.
No, do not.
It's a good... Yes, I'm going to tell it.
The story about you?
Yes, I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to tell this. I'm going to tell one part of it.
No, you can't.
It's a bank holiday.
No, you've already told the story before.
About the whiskey?
But don't tell that.
I'm going to tell it.
Don't.
Yes. We were in this hotel, and wasn't a great hotel. Daniel was staying there too. Remember, he said, what did he say to you?
I don't know. What did they say?
He said, no, but I can't do him.
No, I don't remember what he said.
Said, don't be telling anybody we're staying here. No, go on, you do that.
Did he say that?
Yes, he did. He said, don't be telling
He says, Gerry, don't be telling anyone we stayed here in this hotel, for God's sake.
That's what he said to me. But anyway, I was at the hotel, and Daniel was staying there, of course, but he hadn't, the reason why he hadn't been to San Francisco before, and some Irish person out there recommended this hotel. And never listen to anyone who ever recommends you the hotel. Get two opinions.
We stayed in your auntie's house.
I know, but that was after we stayed in the hotel.
I was very happy there.
Oh, I loved it.
You never stayed in it.
Yes, I did. Of course I stayed in it.
I stayed with your aunt and uncle when you went off into San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
You went into the centre to look at shop windows and
but
things like that.
I was staying there too. That was in San Rafael.
But I roamed the fields and highways and all.
And you imagined all the Indians climbing over them, yeah. But let me tell the story about the hotel. You're trying to stop me telling the story about the hotel. I went into this hotel, you see, and I said...
turn me off.
No, I want you to take part in this. And I went to the hotel, and the fellow was sitting behind the counter.
If you tell the story, you have to tell it all. You must tell it all.
I'll tell it all. So I said, what room am I in? He said, Jesus, 22 will do you rightly. So I suspected right away it wasn't a great hotel. There you go. So I went up to see the room, and I opened it up, and there was a number of things missing. One of which was a toilet of any kind, or a sink of any kind, or any means of water. But the second thing that disturbed me was the fact there were no curtains in the windows. Now, also, it was at ground level, and there were people walking past. There was people walking past looking in at me, and there were no curtains. So I rang the guy up, and I said, listen, there's no water source of any kind in this room. There's no toilet. There's no sink. A sink, you get up at night and you wander over. It wasn't there even. And I said, there's no curtains. What's the story? I said, can I have another room? He says, no, there's no other rooms now, I'm sorry. So I said, all right. So what could I do? Because remember it was night.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you had to stay.
And you took off...
What?
All your clothes.
No, I didn't do that. Will you let me tell the story?
Oh, you see, we're not telling it all.
Well, you tell that bit.
No, you took off all your clothes and you were lying on top of the bed.
Yeah.
And people were walking past.
Yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it. And anyway...
But anyway, see him.
Yeah, right. But a number of things happened, right? First of all, I couldn't sleep very much because there were people looking in. And...
that would sort of upset you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not used to it.
No, but you could have got under the covers.
No, but then people don't see you right. Don't see you properly then. No, but so what I did was... So there was a number of problems. We had a couple of beers that night, hadn't we?
Yes.
So I felt the need to go to, little boy's room. But I couldn't go down the corridor. And then I found a couple of glasses. So I did what had to be done into the glasses. And then...
This is true.
I know, this is true.
This is true.
And so after a while I said, no, I can't just leave those glasses there. I might trip over them.
So you tried to make a dash to the bathroom, which was down the hall.
No, so I put on my trousers and my jumper, and I said, I'll go down to the bathroom now after all, because this is no good, and I'll go down, I'll go to the loo, right, and then I'll get rid of these. So I'm walking down the corridor with these two glasses full of, you know what I mean, and the guy goes up and he says, where's the party? And I felt like saying, I have two drinks here, you have this one. But I didn't do that. And then I got back into the room, and I finally fell asleep, and then I heard the door. And I said, who's that now? So I said, what? He said, it's me from downstairs. You can change the room now.
About 5 o'clock in the morning.
I said, no, it's all right.
I'm enjoying this.
We checked out the next day. Isn't that a good story?
Yeah.
Well, what else was there? I didn't leave anything out. Did I?
Well, you put your clothes on walking down the corridor. You added that. You were naked walking down the corridor with two glasses in your hand. You cleaned it up a bit.
Hit me with your rhythm stick.
Gerry,
is that moving away? Oh, sure, no, sorry. Hello.
Well, Gerry, I heard all that story too.
I forgot you were there.
Yes, I did indeed. I heard all that story too.
I'm terribly sorry. I forgot all about you.
Hey, did you?
I'm sorry, and I was going to play a record and I was going to get rid of it. Now, what were you talking to you about?
Are you still going to play Daniel O'Donnell?
I forgot all about that's what started me talking about that.
Are you?
Yeah. The rascal. Every time I talk about him, I always tell stories because he gets us into more trouble than enough. Well, and then we went to Alcatraz.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, do you want to go over to Alcatraz? And he said, won't the prisoners mind?
Right. No.
Anyway, okay.
Okay.
So what?
So it's for my sister-in-law, Elizabeth Citarella.
Hold on a minute. Wouldn't you think you'd get a pen? Oh, there's.
Right.
What's her name again?
Elizabeth Citarella. And husband Bobby.
Sounds like Cinderella, but it's not.
No, it sounds like Citarella.
How do you spell that?
Citarella.
Is that Italian?
Yes.
Citarella.
Yes.
That's a nice name.
Her husband is Italian.
Oh, that's Citarella. That's a nice name.
An Italian family, you know.
Certainly. Okay, Elizabeth Citarella. Okay,
Elizabeth Citarella, husband Bobby.
Bobby Citarella.
Yeah, and 2 daughters, Jennifer and Debbie. And wee granddaughter.
Debbie, right.
Debbie.
Okay.
And the wee granddaughter called Ali.
Ali?
Ali.
Ali. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Granddaughter. Okay. What's for Jennifer?
Jennifer and Debbie.
Sorry, I didn't write Jennifer down.
Jennifer
and Debbie. All right. Okay, I'll do that. We request for them before the end of the programme.
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I forgot all about her.
And do
you remember we went to Alcatraz?
Yes.
I remember we saw the cell where the Birdman of Alcatraz was in, and he had no birds in Alcatraz, which I thought was a come down for me.
Yeah.
It's a big shock for me. But there was never a bird in Alcatraz. Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, and then we saw the cell where Babyface Nelson was.
Did you see there was something on the TV about 3 or 4 weeks ago or so?
Yes.
And they were, I don't know what it was, but
Yes.
they were talking to 2 former inmates of Alcatraz who were then there during the time of Robert Stroud, and they were talking about him. A very ignorant, hateful man. Nobody liked him.
Yeah.
No, and they couldn't understand. They'd watched the film that they made about his life.
Yeah.
And they said it was so many lies and so false. There wasn't an ounce shred of truth throughout the film on it.
I remember I found his book in McGee University Library about bird diseases by Robert Stroud. I remember reading a bit of it. I couldn't understand it because I'm not a bird.
Oh. There's a call on 2.
I believe there is. Hello, good morning.